Y'all, grab your wigs, your popcorn, and maybe even a pregnancy test, because what I'm about to tell you will have your edges doing the electric slide off your scalp. Not one, but both of them. Yes, love and hip-hop's own power couple, Yandy and Mendeecees, have been out here playing dirty behind each other's backs. And guess who cracked the whole thing wide open like a dollar store acrylic nail? Miss Tasha K, baby. How do you go from ride or die to side chick and secret lover in less than one season? What was supposed to be a cute black love story has now turned into the ghetto version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but with less action and more receipts. Receipts from sneaky trips to London, suspicious DMs, hotel check-ins, and a possible baby on the way. Oh, honey, the streets are not only talking, they're yelling. So before you stan another fake couple, ask yourself this. What if their entire marriage was built on lies? And what if Tasha K has the smoking gun that proves it all? Don't blink. Don't scroll. Because this story is messy with a capital M. Let's dive in. All right now, y'all ready for this one? Because what I'm about to lay out is not just drama. It's a full-blown relationship apocalypse. Brought to you by none other than Tasha. I got the receipts, K herself. The streets ain't safe. The marriages ain't loyal. And honey, these love and hip-hop couples? They out here performing open-heart surgery with butter knives and lies. Let's talk about the meltdown of Yandy Smith and Mendeecees, a couple that had the internet fooled for years, thinking they were black love goals, when really they were just blackmail and gold diggers on speed dial. So let's set the scene. Yandy, businesswoman, reality TV veteran, queen of calm shade. She always gave us this image of strength, loyalty, and holding her man down while he did time. She was the woman who stuck by Mendeecees when he was locked up, raised the kids, built businesses, and did interviews like she was holding up a whole empire. But baby, behind the wigs, glam, and family photo ops, things were rotting like week-old leftovers in a closed microwave. Meanwhile, Mendeecees, the man, the myth, the mess, was out here painting himself as changed, faithful, and grateful for his woman's support. He did his little redemption arc tour, podcasts, panel talks, even TEDx interviews like he was Obama, with a mixtape. But see, the thing about people who try too hard to look clean? They usually got the most dirt. And chilly, it's dirtier than a love and hip-hop reunion in a liquor store parking lot. Enter Tasha K, the YouTube blogger with a camera, a cocktail, and the courage to drag a whole empire into the gutter where it belongs. She popped up on your feed like, breaking, Yandy and Mendeecees both cheating. I got the audio. I got the screenshots. I got the testimonies. Let's go. And just like that, the timeline imploded. People were in the comments like, Yandy? Not my Yandy. And I knew Mendeecees was up to no good. But what really sent the internet into cardiac arrest was the revelation that both of them were playing the game. This wasn't just your regular, one-sided affair. Oh no, honey, this was a full-on tag team betrayal. Yandy over here flying out to London, allegedly sneaking off to business meetings with a man who mysteriously ends up in her Instagram stories with no name tag. And Mendeecees? Baby, the man's out here cuddled up in hotels with a woman named Jazz. Not Jasmine Sullivan, but close. Her name? Jasmine Blue. An influencer with curves, confidence, and apparently a baby bump. Now, let's rewind just a little. You remember when Yandy got married on Love and Hip Hop in that extravagant live wedding episode? People had tears in their eyes. Mama D was probably somewhere throwing rice at her own TV. But then, fast forward a few years, and questions started popping up like bumps on a bad lace front. Wait, are they even legally married? Did she just do that for TV? Why doesn't Mendeecees ever post her anymore? And that's where it gets shady. According to internet detectives and one very talkative friend of an ex-makeup artist, Yandy and Mendeecees may never have been legally married at all. It was all for show. Like literally. And baby, if that's true, then this whole cheating scandal ain't even adultery. It's just two people out here acting single with matching tattoos and shared custody. But don't get too comfortable, because here's where it goes from wild to wild wild. Yandy's alleged side boo, British, fine, tall, low beard fade, claims he met her in Ghana at an after-party for one of her events. Said she recognized him from social media and invited him to her table. And from there, it was game on. He's out here saying she flew to London for work, but spent 3 nights at his apartment. And get this, while on the phone with Mendeecees in the car, she put him on Bluetooth while the side dude was in the passenger seat just chilling. The man said, and I quote, "It was awkward but kind of exciting, like I was part of a movie." Sir, not you proud of being in the sequel to Why Did I Get Married? Now don't get it twisted. Mendeecees wasn't innocent in this mess either. Tasha K dropped voice notes, allegedly from his phone. Messages where he's calling Jasmien Blue baby, offering to fly her to Miami and saying, "You know you got my heart, not just my body." Sir, you were just on stage last week doing a Men Must Protect Their Queens seminar. Pick a struggle. And as if that wasn't enough, Jasmien herself came forward. Yep. A full interview, full glam, fake lashes batting like hummingbird wings. And she said straight up, "I didn't even know he was still with Yandy. He told me they were separated.
He told me she knew about me."
Weary face sound familiar? That same script every side chick gets emailed as soon as he saves your number as Uber Eats. But don't worry, it gets messy, eh? Tasha K, being the unbothered tea terrorist that she is, starts dropping screenshots, hotel confirmations, Instagram DMs, even a blurred photo that appears to be Mendeecees shirtless in Jasmien's bed. His face half visible, and a tattoo we all recognize from his forearm. You can't make this up. People in the comments started connecting the dots like, yep, that's the same headboard he posted in his IG story last summer. Busted. And just when you thought that was the worst of it, the London man, Yandy's secret boo, baby, he dropped voice notes too. "I ain't here to ruin nobody's relationship, but I'm not going to be lied on either. We were together for over a year. It wasn't no one-time thing."
Oh.
So this ain't just a fling. This is a full-blown emotional affair. The kind with playlists, shared passwords, and birthday gifts. So now, fans are stuck between 2 lies and a broken ring. The internet is gasping. People on Twitter screaming, "Cancel them both." And baby mamas in Atlanta clutching their pearls like, "I knew it." But it doesn't stop there. Because what happens next? It'll make everything you just heard sound like the opening act. Stay locked in, because the next video is where the tea turns boiling. We're talking fake business deals, hush money, and a possible divorce hiding in plain sight. So now that we know both Yandy and Mendeecees have been creeping like 2 unpaid interns in a Tyler Perry production, let's talk about what really went down behind the scenes. The real breakdown of this messy, Messiah-level scandal. And trust me, baby, this ain't just tea. This is a full teapot, shattering on the marble floor of the internet. Let's start with the biggest question. How long has this been going on? According to Tasha K's exclusive sources, which, let's be real, probably include a hairstylist's cousin's ex who once saw Mendeecees at a Waffle House, this double-cheating mess didn't just start last month.
Nope.
Sources say this tangled web of deceit has been spinning for at least a year and a half. That's 18 months of side boo vibes, hotel check-ins, late-night FaceTimes, burner phones, deleted messages, fake arguments just to go for a walk, and my personal favorite, "I'm just traveling for business." Business? What kind of business includes matching robes, room service receipts, and iMessage games? Now here's where things go full FBI. Tasha K, the queen of chaos, didn't just stop at voice notes and anonymous whispers. Sis came through with printed receipts, literal PDFs of hotel bookings under fake names. Get this, one was under M. Harris, which could be Mendeecees or his cousin. But then they cross-referenced the check-in time with an Instagram story tag from Jasmien Blue, and baby, the timeline matched like Tinder soulmates. Not only that, there were emails. Oh yes, leaked emails from a supposed travel agent confirming a romantic getaway to Cancun, candlelit dinners, oceanfront suites, private couples massages. I mean, chilly. This man was out here booking honeymoons while still showing up to Yandy's brand events, smiling like a proud husband. And guess who showed up with the biggest plot twist? The London dude. Now we all thought he was just a fling, a one-time forbidden rendezvous.
but nah.
This man said he met Yandy 3 separate times. Once in Ghana, once in London, and once in Atlanta. And let me tell you what's wild. He dropped a WhatsApp voice note where Yandy allegedly said, "I just need peace. I need someone who sees me, not the brand."
Oh.
That's not "I love my husband." That's giving "I'm emotionally checked out of this marriage." That's giving open relationship energy. That's giving "how did we even get here?" But wait, it gets even more ridiculous. Apparently, there were gifts exchanged. According to Sideboo London, Yandy sent him exclusive Mendeecees and Yandy skincare products, her own brand. And he said he wore the moisturizer just to be petty, said it made his face glow with guilt and cocoa butter. Meanwhile, Jasmien Blue, the alleged side chick with a potential baby bump, went full TikTok influencer and did a "get ready with me" video where she casually held up a bracelet that looked suspiciously like the one Mendeecees was seen wearing months ago. Fans clocked it immediately. One user commented, "Not her wearing the chain he bought on their anniversary." And speaking of fans, the public reaction? Baby, it was unhinged. Twitter was on fire. Hashtag Yandy and Mendeecees trended in under 3 hours. People were making memes, skits, fake trailers for cheaters, love and hip-hop edition. TikTokers were reenacting Tasha K's video frame by frame, dramatic music included. Instagram story reposts. Through
the roof.
One viral tweet said, "Yandy and Mendeecees got more twists than a Netflix true crime doc." But the most savage reactions came from former cast members. Yep, let's talk about the shade parade. Camilla posted a shady Insta story with a caption, "Karma always calls back, even if you changed your number." Erica Mina, who lives for mess, posted a photo of herself sipping wine with the hashtag some of us just watch now others live it. Chrissy Lampkin even liked a comment that read, "I knew Yandy was fake from the jump." Girl, when your enemies start crawling out the woodwork like roaches in a cheap Airbnb, you know it's bad. But wait, because here comes the PR cover-up. Or should we say attempted cover-up. After Tasha K's video dropped, Yandy went ghost. No posts, no lives, no stories, not even a quote repost from Maya Angelou. Dead silence. Then Mendeecees tried to save face with a blurry photo of a sunset, captioned, "Real love stands through storms." Sir, your love ain't standing. It's laid up on a beach somewhere getting massaged by someone who ain't your wife. Meanwhile, anonymous insiders Tasha K in a wig and a fake voice, claimed the couple has already been living separately for months, and that divorce papers might have already been filed quietly. One source even said, "This was all about image, the brand, the money, not love." And honestly, it makes sense. The rebrand, the businesses, the way they always promoted each other's products, but never showed real affection. It's giving PR relationship, not partnership. And speaking of brands, fans noticed something strange on Yandy's website. Her new product launch pulled just days after the scandal broke. Coincidence? Or did one of her investors pull out after realizing the family brand was built on mess? Let's not forget that podcast interview that resurfaced. The one where Mendeecees admitted, "I can't say for sure if I would have held her down the way she did for me." Chilly, we should have seen it coming from that day forward. Now everyone's watching like it's a live soap opera. Will Yandy issue a statement? Will Mendeecees admit anything? Will Tasha K drop more receipts? Is there really a baby? Was the whole wedding fake? And then boom, another bomb drops. An old friend of Yandy's, allegedly from her college days, comes forward anonymously and says, "Yandy always knew how to play the long game. Marriage was a move, not a vow. Somebody pour me a drink. But we're not done yet, baby." Because what's coming next isn't just a scandal, it's a possible financial and legal disaster. NDAs, contracts, sponsorships, YouTube channel cancellations, brand deals paused. It's about to go from messy to money loss, real quick. And if you thought this video was wild, wait till we get into part 3. The silence gets louder. The drama gets deeper. And the consequences? They might just be irreversible. Phew. Baby, if you made it this far, congratulations. You officially have a master's degree in messy. And you're gonna need it, because the fallout from this Yandy and Mendeecees double betrayal, it's not just giving scandal. It's giving lawsuits, brand collapse, and emotional bankruptcy. So buckle up, because next we're diving into the aftermath, or as I like to call it, the great relationship repossession of the year. Surfaced. Thank you again, Tasha K, allegedly from the brand's PR manager, saying, "Until we have clarity on the situation, it is in our best interest to step back from all joint marketing content." Translation: Girl, we ain't trying to go down with your cheating ship. But what about love and hip-hop? Great question, because as much as Mona Scott Young loves mess, even she looked like she was blinking slow. Rumors started flying that VH1 was reconsidering their contract renewals.
Why?
Because the whole Black Love Redemption arc they sold to viewers was starting to look faker than Carly Red's age. One anonymous production assistant spilled some alleged tea, saying, "Producers had no idea this was going on. Everyone thought the drama was over. Now it's 10 times worse than when Mendeecees first got locked up." Let's not forget the legal drama, now inching its way into the situation like a shady cousin at a family cookout. There's talk, and I say talk because it ain't confirmed yet, that Yandy and Mendeecees have actually been separated for months, and were quietly working on filing divorce papers. But according to one source, those papers are complicated because of the business entities they co-own. Yep, the money is messy too. They allegedly share multiple LLCs, from skincare to real estate to merch. And if that split goes public, honey, it's going to be an IRS nightmare wrapped in a court battle. One fake lawyer on TikTok even said, if they file jointly, this scandal could affect their tax deductions. I don't know how true that is, but it sounds dramatic, so I'm going with it. And don't even get me started on the rumors of NDAs. Apparently, a few people around Yandy, former assistants, brand reps, even a babysitter, have been hit with hush clauses in their contracts. Which only makes people ask, sis, what are you hiding? Meanwhile, Jasmien Blue, Mendeecees' alleged side chick, is suddenly glowing on Instagram. New bundles, new lashes, new nail sets every 3 days. People started asking, did Mendeecees pay her off? One fake Reddit thread even claimed she got hit with a quiet $50,000 NDA to stop talking. But guess what? She's still talking. In a recent anonymous Clubhouse room, because apparently people still use Clubhouse for drama, she allegedly said, "I don't care what he paid me. I ain't lying for nobody. He told me he loved me. Period."
Girl.
Then let's circle back to our international tea dispenser, the London dude. He posted a blurry photo of 2 wine glasses and a woman's hand wearing a gold bracelet that suspiciously matches one Yandy wore on the Love and Hip Hop reunion show. Caption: some things just aren't meant to be hidden forever. Chilly. Is he trying to be poetic?